Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. This is Rui from ClickyTV.com, and today we're playing Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. I am actually on my Fire Stick.
I'll make quick work of you.
I'm on my Fire Stick, and we're streaming the game from my PC to the Fire Stick, and I'm using my PS4 controller through Bluetooth. This does work pretty well, I will say. And so today we're going to do a quick review on the application that we're using here. It's called Rainway. It's pretty new. It came out in July, and I'm going to take you step by step on how to set this up and get you all set up and configured for those of you who want to play PC games on your Fire Stick or Fire TV. Alright, and with that, let's get into the video. Alright, so just to show you that I am on my Fire Stick, let me exit out of the game here. Yeah, so I have been using this for a little while now. I actually got an email directly to my website. Give me a minute here, let me get out of here. So I got an inquiry from someone directly if there was anything other than Steam Link to play games or stream games on Fire Stick. And in my research, I actually started searching around. There is a way, and it's called Rainway. So let me take you through the steps on how to set it up. We're also going to do a quick little review as we set it up, and I'm going to give you some tips and tricks as well, and stuff that I found to get the best performance and the least amount of lag, because when it comes to streaming, there's a few factors, right? So you do need a pretty good PC. We'll cover that once I move over to the PC. And the good news is the software is 100% free. Another thing you're going to need is a Steam account and Steam running on your PC. Okay, I'm not sure why they need that, but the other thing that I want to point out is the games. So like, let me go back in here, like the Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, and I also installed Streets of Rage. These games were not installed through Steam. I purchased them separately and installed them separately, and then I'm actually pointing to the exe file directly, and I launch it from here. I think it might give me an error because I didn't close the game properly. And I don't know if you've noticed my desktop. So it actually launches into my desktop. It launches the game, and then we stream from there on. It is really well made software here. Like the quality is pretty good. There is a bit of a lag, but check this out. So once we get into the game, so let's go into the menu. I hope the sound is not overpowering my voice here. But so if I press and hold the share button on my PS4 controller, it's going to bring up this menu. If you look at the top, you can see the actual delay in milliseconds. So, and the frames per second, and as well as the audio. So that's pretty cool to know, right? Because if anything is above like 25 or 30, see how it went to 17? I mean, it's okay, but you don't want it too high too, right? So I'm actually connected through my Ethernet. So let me get out of here. So let's go back into the Fire Stick just to show you I am connected through Ethernet, and I haven't tried it on 5G yet. I got to do some more testing. Perhaps once I take you guys through the setup, we'll try it on 5G as well. So far, I mean, it's not perfect. I was hoping to get a almost transparent, like a very little minimal lag, but unfortunately there will always be lag, and that you're gonna have to live with that and just tweak the settings as best we can. So just as I always do, I'm going to delete the app, and we're gonna start from scratch, and then we're gonna do the same thing on the PC. All right, so let me just bear with me for a moment here. I mean, actually what I'm gonna do is I'm going to erase the cache and the game data from the app so it's fresh. Give me a sec here. So I'm actually going to delete it all. So it's right here, Rainway, clear cache, clear data, and uninstall. Right. So in order to install this app, let me head into the we go to the search. So the beauty of this app is it's actually on the Amazon App Store. So search for Rainway. There we are. Okay, so it is free. So you have nothing to lose. You can try it if you're curious. If you want to play some games off your PC. Another thing to point out, although we're not going to cover that in this video, is this software also works with any Android device, be it a phone or tablet, as well as iOS and browsers. So you can literally stream anything from your PC to any of those devices I just mentioned. But we're going to cover Fire TV on this one. It also supports Apple TV and Android TV. So I believe it came out mid-July, July 14th. So when we hit get started, so basically you need to install the software on the PC and log in with the account from Rainway and just punch in that code to sync it with the PC. So I'm going to leave it here on this screen. We might have to grab another code, but just so you know, we're pretty much done here on the Fire TV side. As you can see, this is pretty simple, pretty easy. We're going to go over to the computer and set it up on the computer side. Once everything is set up, I want to take you through how to get the best performance. All right, so let's go over to the PC. All right, so we are so fire up your browser and head on over to rainway.com. I'm going to put all the links in the description just in case. I'm going to assume that you already have a Steam account with the Steam software running. Most PC gamers have Steam accounts, so I'm not gonna go through that whole Steam setup. However, you do need it in order for this to work. That's all I'm going to say. So just make sure you have a Steam account and you have Steam installed on your PC before you install this. It'll make things much easier, okay? So when you head over here, I couldn't find the actual hardware requirements for a PC. However, they do say that if the game is running on the PC, so if there's a game you want to stream over to the Fire Stick, if it runs well on the PC, technically, it should work fine with Rainway. That's what they say, okay? So hit Get Rainway. And basically, I believe you need Windows 10. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. They say here for Windows 10, right? So if you're running Windows 7, let me know Okay, so hit download now, download it. I've already downloaded it. I got it right here. So I'm actually going to take you guys through the steps. So make sure you accept the UAC. Let me show you the install. It keeps going to my other screen, but I'll move it over every time. So it takes you through these steps. It's very intuitive. It should be quick, fast. Basically, we install this, and then we log in with the credentials. That's another thing. You're going to need an account. You should be able to set up the account through this software, though. So I don't believe they have it here. No. Come on, it's loading now. Okay, so here we go. So let's get started. To your email. So if you don't have an account, it'll create it for you. But because I already have an account, it's just gonna log me in. So let me just log in. And that's it. Basically, it's going to load up. It's going to scan my computer for games. And what it won't do is it's only going to scan the games from the Steam account. And any other games, you'll have to add them manually. So now it can actually manage your entire Steam library. That's a new feature. It's pretty cool. So you can see here, this is a game from my Steam library. Solitaire. I don't know a PC that doesn't have this game. And then these are 4 games that come pre-installed within Windows 10. So let me show you how to add a game that wasn't part of your Steam account. So what you do is you click Add Shortcut and locate exe. So let me add. One thing it doesn't do is if you pick any of these shortcuts on the side here, it gives you an error, but it doesn't matter. We can still, the shortcuts, I mean up here, right? So let's go into my games. I'm gonna add, let's do Streets of Rage first. The main exe is in this folder, so that's the main executable. So let me give it a name. And we're going to add a banner as well. So pictures, this is what I'm talking about. See, for some reason that doesn't work. So we're just going to back up over here. Go into pictures. Quick, fast. There's my Streets of Rage poster, and save and add the shortcut. Let's add one more. So if you right click, let me show you. So like for example, I have my Dragon Ball Z shortcut. If you right click it and go to open file location, it takes you to the location of the main exe. So that's the exe you got to point at. So this is where we would get the exe, right? So it's in my D Games Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. So let me open it up. So D Games Dragon Ball Z Kakarot AT. Open. Give it a name. And I'm going to add a banner. Crap. There's that one up. It's all good. Yeah, it was right there actually. Pictures. And there it is. Open. Save. Okay. So let's take you through some of these steps. Another thing you can do that's pretty cool is actually play over your LTE on your phone, like completely off your network. So you could be traveling or whatnot, you're not home, or you want to pick up your game, you can actually connect to your computer. However, you do need a really fast connection for that. But take into consideration, you need good upload speeds from your home network. Okay, that from where your PC is, you're going to need at least a 5 megabit upload, between 5 and 10, right? I have 10 and it's not bad in terms of upload speeds. And then you'd need a good phone too, right? Like LTE at least. So if you have an older phone that's not LTE, this won't work. All right, but this is not the point of this video anyways. Just want to tell you about the features in this software, which is pretty cool. All right, so if you don't have an account, or if you need to change your account, you can change your password here, new password, verify, or change your email. Your games, basically, if you want to play, so droplets is this. So if I go back to my games and I hover over here, see that in the background, see how it's animated? That's a droplet. Okay, if I go here, you see it animated, that's what it is. So let's go back to the settings. Let's go through these. Rainway controller, play games on Rainway with using a controller. Basically, you need this on for this to work with your Fire TV, right? Because you're going to be using a controller on the Fire TV side. Hardware, this is your, I do recommend that you have a video card. In my case, I have the NVIDIA GeForce GT 710. It's not a super duper like good card by any means. It's a 1 gig memory card. However, it's still, I mean, it's still boogies. It's good enough for the games I've been playing, like the Dragon Ball and the Streets of Rage. You see my dual monitors and the speakers sound which audio card you're using. So I can actually use my video card as the audio out. However, if you mess around with these settings, I've noticed that if I change this, the audio stops working on my Fire Stick. Okay, so let's head over to stream. Okay, UPnP, this is if you want the this software to automatically open ports on your network. This is for network, what do you call it, online gaming. You want this on if you do a lot of online gaming. LAN only mode, I can enable this. I haven't noticed much of a difference with this on and off. However, they do say if you find it the network like a high latency on your network to turn it on. Basically what this means is you need LAN, so you need to be connected through your a wired network, so no Wi-Fi. So your computer where this is and your Fire TV both need to be on LAN, basically need to be connected through your wired network. Okay, so if you're using Wi-Fi, you need to have this off. Otherwise, turn it on if you do use a LAN like I do, and apparently it's supposed to speed things up. However, I haven't noticed much of a difference. Force baseline profile. This I haven't really seen, so if you're experiencing black screens, you can turn this on. Show performance overlay. So if you want to see the actual performance metrics, the encoding, the stream performance, all that, it'll give you like on when you're playing on the Fire Stick, it'll show you a bunch of information top left corner of your screen if you turn this on. Okay, so if you want to know more about the stream, you can turn this on. The settings, if you want it to start up when Windows starts up, if you want it to start up minimized in the system tray, and here minimize to tray, yeah, I'd recommend having it minimized. So the difference is, so minimize to tray is when it's like next to your clock here, and minimized, and then there's minimized here. How it's if I minimize it right here, it's just over here, right? So that's the two differences. So use your this is to use your GPU, so your video card, to render the UI. So to render all of this stuff, it'll use the video card. You can turn this on and off. I don't see much of a difference. However, they say you can turn this off if you experience drops in frames per second in your games. We have a ton of languages you can pick from, and then there's experiments. However, there's no settings here that we can play with. So that's about it. We're basically good to go at this point. All we need to do now is link our Fire TV with our so you can always check the news here as well. So this actually came out, where is that? So if I go here, I just want, yeah, July 15th, that's when this application came out. It's pretty, not, you know, it's pretty new. So let's link. So add a device. So TV, web. Okay, basically all we got to do, now I remember, we have to go to ringway.com/connect. That's what it was. And then we punch in the code that we got from the Fire TV. However, unfortunately, I turned off the Fire TV by accident, so I'm going to have to get a new code. Bear with me for a moment. So since we're back at the Fire Stick, might as well, I'm going to try this on 5G. So let me throw it on my 5G network. Okay, there we go. That was weird. All right, so we're on my 5G, and let's load up the game, and we're gonna go back to the PC and link the two, and we'll come back again. All right, so JDKOU. All right, it's just missing a C. You're good to go. We've sent a confirmation to your device. So basically, we got to go back to the Fire TV and confirm. Now, you can also do this on your mobile device, or if on your phone. I'd probably recommend it, actually. Do it on your phone. It's much quicker. So it's actually recommending that I use a controller to connect. So I'm actually going to I'm going to turn on my PS4 controller, and there you see it, and I can move around. So before I get into the games, let me show you the settings here, and this is what I was talking about to get the best performance. So let's start from the stream here. So I find that running it with balanced 30 frames per second, if you put it at 60, it's gonna put a toll on your computer and your network. So I've noticed that it's a massive lag. What I actually did, because I have dual monitor, I had my PC on one monitor and my Fire TV on another, and I could tell the difference, right? And changing the setting here from 60 to 30 made a huge difference. Okay, so I mean, 60 frames per second is really good for like high moving games like Call of Duty, Maybe even, I mean, Dragon Ball's pretty quick too, but I don't mind it at 30 frames. Another thing you can do is lower the resolution here. You can go all the way down to 480. 720p is still high definition and it still looks okay. And it'll improve your performance. And another thing you can do is set it to fast here too. But I find that with balanced 30 and at 1080, for myself at least, it runs pretty okay. But play around with these settings. Let me know what you think. If we go into hardware, we can see what I showed you earlier on the PC side. All these options, you can modify them here as well, right? So you can set it, we can change the encoding from your video card to your CPU. Although I do not recommend this, it's going to change, it's going to look awful. If you have a video card, use it. Unless you don't have a video card, then you have no other option but to use your CPU. Which of your displays is your main display? You would select that, and your audio. Unless you're not getting audio, I don't recommend touching these settings. Okay, so unless there is no audio on the game, then don't change this. Okay, other that, or if you find a lag in your audio, maybe change it. But I've noticed as soon as I change it, I get no audio. All right, let's go into advanced. So this is if you want to show a button that you'll be able to export performance statistics during a game. So basically, whatever performance statistics. I haven't tried this because I just want to play the game. Like I'm not. As long as there's no lag or whatever. I mean, I haven't really used this. This is a cool feature, remote desktop. So you can actually, so let me actually turn it on. You can actually control your desktop with your game controller. Let me show you how. So this is gonna basically, you're always gonna see the desktop before the game loads, as I showed you earlier. But this will give you the option to just have remote desktop. So basically within your game list, you'll have a remote desktop option. And then here you have your account, and the only option you have here is to log out. All right, so let's go into the game. That's about it. So see, we have the remote desktop. If I go in here, it's gonna go into my desktop. That's my desktop. And if you're gonna have to, let me see if it, yeah, if you move your left stick around and the mouse isn't moving, press and hold the share button. If you're on Xbox controller, press the select button on the left side of the controller. So we have to enable the emulate mouse option here, and then we exit out, and then if you move it around, so and then if you hold circle, if you have an Xbox controller, it would be B. So press B, you see you're right clicking, and if you press X, you're simply clicking. So I can pick another tab here, press X, yeah, and you can use this as your remote desktop. Okay, and to get out of here, again, press and hold the share button and quit game. Confirm. All right, so let's try Streets of Rage. Play game. Loading. So you can still see the desktop, and then it should load into the game. My mouse is showing my mouse down there for some reason, but let me move my mouse. That's weird. I don't know why that's there. But let's try.
Back in the fight.
Let's just skip through this. Y to skip, or in this case, it would be triangle. Let me just see if there's any lag. I'm actually on the 5G network. Now, yeah, you know what? I don't notice a difference between the 5G and my maybe it's this game. It's a little less video intensive, right? The graphics aren't as crazy as Dragon Ball game. And okay, so let's get out of here. I'm gonna pause the game here. I'm gonna exit. And let's exit here. Actually, I think from this menu we can press and hold the share button, and then we can exit here. Confirm. Okay. So let's let me show you how. So basically, because I just exited. You have to actually exit the game. So let me show you again. So that when you do play your game, you don't get these weird errors. So basically, we go to the main menu. You hit exit here. Okay, so yes. And then you hold the share button. And you hit quit game here as well. Confirm and yes. Technically, just holding the share button and quitting that way, it should work as well. But I don't know, for some reason it didn't work correctly here. Another thing I noticed was, especially this game, the Streets of Rage, I didn't have the same issue, but basically what would happen was the game would freeze, but it was just basically frozen. Here's another issue. It was just basically frozen on the Fire Stick, but the game was still running on the PC. So there was some kind of a hiccup in the network, or the stream was hiccuping, and what you do in that case, where your video stream is frozen, or you hear the audio, but your character's not moving. What you do is you hit the home button, you go home on your here, okay, and then you go back in, and that should fix it. So the game's not running in full screen mode right now. There we go. Took a while to. So now it's in full screen mode. And another quick tip is, if let's say for example, I would recommend that you don't run any other programs or anything like CPU intensive while you're trying to stream this, because it's gonna put a toll on your PC, right? And then you're gonna notice low performance. Right now it's actually not bad, even though I'm on Wi-Fi. Pretty good. Can't wait to finish this game, actually. I believe that's it, and I hope you guys find this useful. Enjoy your games, your PC games on your Fire Stick, and again, if you like this video, give me that thumbs up, and make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Ciao for now.